Our margins are looking good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
I love AI. So they've got good cash, and yet it's saying that it's warning about having low cash. Oh well. Anyway, what's up, guys? I'm back on the Formula One, and straight away we are into deciding what to upgrade for our team this time round for this week. Plenty of options. Not sure what to go for. Got a spark plug development, I believe that was there. I really need to start getting some more of these R&D points into the car. However, we just applied another green one there for the chassis. And then we just start flicking through all the power units before checking all the boring admin parts of owning a team. Have a quick span of the driver market because in a couple races we can have a new teammate should we wish. However, I feel quite content with how Ralph is doing. I know we ain't exactly a great team at the moment, but he's doing a solid job for us. He's not crashing and he's not retiring, so yeah, I think we'll keep him for now. Comment below though what you think and who you think I should get next. Just quickly assigning all the programs and then advancing the time, and we should be going towards the Monaco Grand Prix, the one they all want to win. Personally, I don't see the fascination in the place anymore, I'm not going to lie. I think the sport has outgrown it, but you know, that's just me. Anyway, here's a lap of Monaco. Try not to crash before you even start that. Going down the front straight, which isn't even straight. Not a very fast track overall, but into the first corner at Saint-Devote, right-hander, then up the hill towards the casino, which we'll go past in a second. Just flick left, right, left, and here we go, left-hand corner, casino on the right, and then we turn right and we go down towards Mirabeau. Big hotel in front of us, here we go. Don't go straight on like Rosberg, but he did anyway, nearly. And then into the, is it Lowe's or Anti-Doge hairpin? I can never remember. Or is this Anti-Doge? I know this one's Portier where Senna crashed in 88. I very nearly crashed as well. We go through the tunnel. This is always a cool spectacle, to be fair, seeing the cars go through the tunnel. And then braking zone goes downwards. Aim for the barrier, you'll always miss, or in my case you missed a long way. Not the best lap of Monaco, but just showing you what the track is like for those who don't know. Swim pool section part 1, flick through there. Part 2, hop, skip and jump over the curb. Going into the Rascasse, keep to the left hand side. Don't run into the wall. Last corner, try not to crash on the inside or the outside. And then down the front straight, and that is one very quick lap of Monaco. Or it would be quick if it wasn't me doing it, as you can see. All the way down the bottom. So roll on qualifying, not exactly expecting much, especially when that happened. And getting most of my laps struck off. Making sure also we don't come out into traffic, but we have a bit of traffic in front of us now. This lap's already started a bit better though, so let's hopefully keep it together. Don't run too wide into this part.
We're all ready for
Or that.
tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Bottas, Hamilton, and Max Verstappen.
Yeah, let's go find me.
Qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be
Wow.
back tomorrow as we head into the Grand
What's that,
Prix.
a second and a bit off? That's not good. That is really, really, really not good. And the reason is, as most people do with Monaco, ran a slightly more worn engine because the power isn't exactly the most important aspect to the track, as you've just seen. I have tried that philosophy, however, I didn't anticipate just how worn the engine parts would be by the time the race actually rolled on. So they weren't great during qualifying or practice, and now this is where things take a slight turn for the worse.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today, though, ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers.
Anyway, now Crofty is finished yabbering on about the track. There's a strategy. Medium tyres to start with, then go into the softs later. However, that doesn't really make too much of a difference. Anyway, 2 red light, 3 red light, 4 red light, 5 red light, and we're away. Ralph Boschung gets a good start there. I get a better launch now. Hopefully try not to get our front wing absolutely swiped off, so I think we're just going to go into formation behind Ralph here. As we go through turn 1, it's always a bit of a traffic jam. And this was a bit of a marker for how bad the engine was already. Look how far they've just pulled away from me up that front straight. Scary. However, in the corners they all slow each other down, so I can actually get a bit closer again and send it up the inside of Russell and Boschung. Because there's Latifi in front, so it's definitely Russell. Oh, hit the back of Giovinazzi, it's not what we want. It's a bit like Noah's Ark here, 2x2x2. Give Russell plenty of space and he still waxes anyway. Just what we want. And then we go through Portier. I was hoping to try and get a good run, but how worn the engine is really did put pay to that and any plans. But we move, or try to at least, as we go through the chicane, hop over the curb, avoid the barrier again, and you can see just how much I am lacking in engine power already. And this is lap 1 of 20. Anyway, through the swimming pool chicane part 2. Bottas has already gone over the finish line in. Fair play to him. Getting proper close to Latifi over here. Flip through the last corners, and that is the first lap of a Monaco Grand Prix. Quite chaotic, quite fun.
We've reached a worrying level of wear on the internal combustion engine. Let's try and keep the revs down. Early up shifts, later down shifts.
You can see how this is going, can't you? Lap 3 and he's coming over the radio with that kind of message for the second race in a row. Great. Just skipping ahead slightly. Sort of keep in touch with the cars in front, because there's a couple parts on the track where the AI is a bit slower. Especially here, as you can see, get proper close to Latifi. Yep, nearly hit the barrier, but we don't want that. As we complete lap 4, going on to lap 5. Bit deep into turn 1, I don't know what was going on there, I must have been looking at one of the hotels or something. Russell is very close to me now, and he's got a power advantage up the hill, but fortunately we managed to repel him this time around. You can see the arrow means he's getting really close, and look at the mini-map, you can barely see him. And then this was 1 or 2 laps later, once again looking at the hotels, or I saw a car in behind the barriers, and Russell this time has mugged me, the damn bastard. My mistake, and he's taking advantage of it. I do want to get this place back before my engine wear proper kills me. I did think about having a quick go into Mirabeau, not the case. This hairpin is just ridiculous, as is the rest of the track really. Can't really overtake unless the idiot in front of you does a mistake, like me. You can see what I'm missing there compared to Russell. Just look how far he's got ahead, and I know because he's in front he accelerates away quicker and earlier, but still. This VTEC is hurting a lot. Maybe just call it tech, because there's certainly no V to it. Braked a little bit like right there. Sod that, we'll carry on as we get towards the start lap 7. The leaders are pitting. We've got Hamilton behind us, and we go even deeper into turn 1 and knock part of our front wing off. I think that was about the 4th or 5th front wing that I damaged during this race weekend. Very expensive race weekend, as it always is when I race around Monaco. Hamilton will be very glad to be in front of me, and in my rashness I whack the inside wall there. God, slow round this hairpin. As we hop over that curb, go around here, and then watch how they just pull away. This engine is really, really hurting. And look how much Vettel is proper catching me up now. And he sent it up the inside. I've left him room. Oh, he spun. I thought Vettel had stopped spinning. Obviously not. I know we had some contacts. Here we are from the outside. He sends it up the inside, but he's not all the way. I left him space, but I've got to turn in at some point. And this is Monaco. As you can see here, he's whack into each other, and he hits the inside barrier. He does what Leclerc did in 2019, I think it was, at Monaco, when he was overtaking people up the inside into Raskas, and then he whacked the inside barrier and got it completely wrong. And now we've got a traffic jam, and here comes Sainz. Boof. Virtual safety car. Oops. Now, I must admit, at this point I was really contemplating, do I pit and put the hard tyres on and go to the end? I really wasn't sure, because, you know, cheap pit stop, don't lose much time compared to normal. There's Leclerc in front of me as the VSC is ending. Do you think I would have had a penalty in real life for that collision with Vettel? But anyway, into the pits a lap or so later. The joys. The joys. This engine is torched. Not good at all. New front wing as well, because let's face it, if you haven't got optimal car around Monaco, you're not going to have a good time. And a slow getaway just to really emphasise how awful my Monaco weekend has been. Hopefully the next race can be a lot better. So we're just counting down the laps and watching how much Ricciardo and Sainz catches up by. As you can see, in a lap and a little bit, Ricciardo's taken about 3 seconds or so out of us. And then I believe, here he goes, look, he's just blasted past me on the straights. Yep. I really need to be a bit more attentive to what engine parts I've got. I'm starting to look like Hispania Racing, which is something I really don't want. And now I got a time penalty, which is great. It's not like I'm going to be staying within 2 seconds of Ricciardo. I've got a very angry Carlos Sainz behind me. And I'm sure he's going to be very angry at me because, let's face it, I kind of ruined his race as I caused Vettel's... I nearly said spin, but accident. But anyway, the swimming pool, Sainz had a half go, and at this point I thought, there's not much point having a crash. He's going to get past me sooner or later, so I'll just leave him be. I won't have a crash and hurt the team's finances any more than I already have this weekend. Another time penalty. Fan Dabby Dozy. Not what we need at all, is it really? Excuse the sarcasm, as I'm sure you can feel in my voice. I must admit, I was watching this. One, glad that I wasn't lapped because Bottas was close to it. And two, watching the difference between Boschong and Ricciardo and how close Ricciardo's got, and I was hoping that Ralph would be able to keep him behind. I was cheering him on as a good team boss would. Just try and navigate this hairpin for one more time. Look, you can see Bottas there on the minimap, just how close he was to actually lapping me, which would have been a bit embarrassing. And I feel really confirmed the HRT. Look at that, 90% plus engine wear on a couple of the components. I was very, very nervous if the engine would actually survive. It's like when Honda was with McLaren in 2015, although this time it's due to the team owner's stupidity and just knock a front wing off whilst you're at it. Don't worry about that. It's only the 6th, maybe, I think, maybe more. I can't remember and I can't count either. But anyway, Monaco race is done. Now. Yeah. Not my best, but it can only get better, I'd like to think, when it comes to this car and how we do. Ocon driver of the day, but they don't even load his photo. That's nice of them.
That's it then for another nail-biting Monaco Grand Prix. We were on the edge of our seats the whole time, but they've come through to take a stunning victory. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Magnificent race. We can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. So, Anthony,
Well, that's how you know it's a game, isn't it? Bottas, top of the championship table. What is going on? There's no point going down to see where I am in the championship. But I'm going to anyway. Oh, sorry, this is the race finish, not the championship.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. How do you feel the competition is for you this season? It was more like dodgems than Formula One today, wasn't it? Great. Well, that's everything.
Can we get this rivalry over with already, please? I think he's won. Just a little bit, I think he's won. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do be sure to check back soon for the next one where we go to Canada. I'm looking forward to bringing that to you. It was a fun race. Yes, I've already done it. Alright, guys, do like and subscribe to the channel to see more in the future. Have a good day.